We're back. Jaspar and I have come together again for various reasons. I want to go to Ark because he's promised me a cure for my arcane fever. And as that's sitting at, 52%, and I'm rapidly running out of potions that will not kill me if I use them, I'd like to get that fever cured. Which is the road north out of Riverville, I wonder? Is this a gate, perhaps? No, that's a temple. Just bar, really quick, I'm going to talk to the priest here.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Hello.
I am glad to see so many of you have come. It shows me that you have not...
Okay, I'll mouth along the words.
Only faith which is practiced is true faith.
How about
In tonight's...
another traveler? I thought I was the only one still traveling
I'm
these
trying to
lands.
listen to the sermon, thanks.
Why do we have to die? Is death not a punishment? And if so,
Walk blessed.
Some of us are life full of peace and serenity, while others, equally path-abiding people, have to endure suffering. It seems unjust, yes, and I too oftentimes have asked myself how such inequality can persist under Malthus's watchful eyes. Yet the answer is so near, if only we know where to look. For it is not the lack of answers, but the question itself that is the problem. Let me recite to you a passage from the letters of Father Weidenfall. And so the grieving widow said after her companion's death to Malthus, "O Lightborn, why must I suffer such woe? Why must I until the end of my path live in grief, while the baker's woman can live happily with her wife?" And then a figure made of pure light appeared, so divine and sublime that the widow fell onto her knees, for she realized it was but Malthus himself. "Do not grieve for the loss of your man, O lost soul," he said. "He was a path-abiding, noble being, and I myself have judged his deeds in his last journey.
I can't sing.
He is now walking on the eternal path at my side." But despite the musical voice of the light figure, the widow could not find peace. For she remembered all the joy, all the beautiful moments she and her man had been granted together. "O Lightborn, I understand that my husband is now at peace, but I shall never see him again. So why do you punish me with such suffering? Have I not, too, always lived a path-abiding life of worship and faith?" Then something incredible happened. The light figure knelt right before the woman, and full of fatherly love caressed her grey hair. For a brief moment the widow felt all the divine love in her heart. Yes, she felt as if she had realized a greater truth, like a man who, for all his life, saw the world through a tainted window, and just now realized he only had to open the door to walk outside.
If you're talking about suicide,
"Your
that's not
question
my deal.
speaks of great providence," said the Lightborn, full of compassion and dignity. "But tell me, what would make your life worth living, were there to be no death?
Family?
Is it not death
friends?
itself that gives you the wish to cherish each day? Would you not, should eternal life be granted to you, spend every day in pondering, full of grey thoughts and dullness, for you would know that in 1,000 years you shall still be in this very same place?" The light figure rose. "Only mortality grants a soul the courage to walk the holy path. And like a wound lets a warrior emerge from battle even stronger, your grief shall help you come forth as a wiser woman." And tenderly it added, "This realization was also, O child, why I chose to not limit death in its doing,
Hello.
even for my faithful followers, because only a life with an end is a life worthy of living." The woman broke into tears as she realized the wisdom within Malthus's words. Uttering words of gratitude, she lowered her head onto the floor, for the words of the Lightborn had helped her not to see her grief as punishment, but as a trial. And when she looked up again, the Lightborn was gone. Ponder on those words, if sadness troubles your thoughts. Only a life with death is worth living, even if its arbitrariness may seem unjust to you. I wish you all a pleasant night. Walk blessed.
Okay. Honestly.
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
Well, you can start by not...
How about that? Another traveler.
I don't even know
I
where
thought
to
I
start.
was the only one still traveling these lands.
Okay, first
Walk
off,
blessed, my
let's
child.
start with your
How may
assertion
I
that,
help
you
you?
know, if you didn't die, you would be the same forever and ever. No! Screw you, no! Because that's only true if you stay in the stupid, you know, I have my path and I'm set in my path and nothing I can do will change my path. Screw that!
Not now! You'll disturb the flow of my energy.
Ignore her, she's nuts. My point is, if you're the same in 1,000 years as you are now, you're doing something wrong. If you can't, you know, change and learn and grow
Greetings.
and do better and be better,
Huh?
then yeah, you might be better off just accepting
Eager to
death.
explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
But that's the whole point of life, is that there's more to it than just, you know, accepting who you are, accepting what you are. That's what makes life worth living. Family, friends, you know, doing things and bettering yourself and
Still
becoming...
alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
But it's not about, you know, oh, I'm so sad and poor and, you know, life sucks and it will never change. Well, no. I mean, yes, if you do nothing to change it, it won't change. But guess what? That's what life is about. Is that we have the power to change, to learn, to grow, to be, you know, capable of bettering our lives. And I refuse to accept that, you know, my life will never change. If I were doing that, I wouldn't be here. You know, when... I mean, I used to live in Nerim. And I said, boy, this war thing sure does suck. And I left. I took action and I chose. And I said, I'm going to make my life better. God, this is going to bother me for ages now. And you know what? When your husband dies, yeah, it sucks. You grieve and you mourn and you hurt. And it's not some trial. I mean, it's not some, I'm going to take this and learn to be better. It's...
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your
Shut
time.
up, I'm
I'll
ranting.
wait. I can use a break anyway.
It's, you know... Like, yes, you hurt. And yes, you can learn and grow from it. But that's not the only reason to do it. I mean, if... gosh dang it, I'm pissed now. I mean, talk like that is basically you saying, you know, I might as well, you know... I'm really upset with it. Is that death, at least for me, is not a trial, it's not a punishment, it's life being cruel. And if the gods say we're going to kill your loved ones as some form of trial, then they are not gods who care about you. Now, gosh dang, I mean, if there is an afterlife, at least In game, I mean. Please don't misunderstand. This is all in character ranting. But if there is an afterlife, and it's like let me see if I don't misunderstand you here. You're saying that. Where the heck did the torch go? You're saying that when you die, you go on to the eternal past anyway.
Some folks just never
So
learn.
how is that different from, you know, being the same eternally? And, you know, walking that same path and that same gray dullness you describe as the priest? I'm sorry, I don't buy that. I don't buy that we somehow stop when we die. That we somehow just are the same as we always were.
Wrong time, wrong place.
Like my entire... Oh, Record Forecut, are you the guy I'm looking for? Yes, you are! My idea is that if your life is not changing, if you are not changing, then your life is wasted. It's like then you're just sitting there and doing nothing and watching life pass you by. What did I just pick up? But you sit there and you have the audacity to tell me that, you know, I'm going to hell because, or what I'm going to be denied the eternal paths because I want to better my life. I want a better life for my family. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. Like, I was mostly joking when I said I'm a heretic, but now I'm really considering it.
Some folks just never learn.
Alright, the Lost Brigand. How long is this story? Actually, yeah, let's read this. This sounds kind of awesome. As he opened his eyes, looking into the darkness, a stench of decay and fetidness entered his nose. His whole body shivered. What kind of place was this? He remembered the last skirmish. It had been a seemingly harmless carriage. A simple raid, nothing else. Kill the merchants and leave them rotting on the ground. Just this one time something was wrong. Only after the first shot left his bow, he noticed a symbol on the deep blue cloak of the carriage driver. The eye and the sword. The order. Everything occurred within seconds. He wanted to shout a warning to his comrades who were charging the carriage with their weapons drawn, but it was too late. He felt how the keeper's ebony eyes stared at him and caught sight of an expression of deepest regret. Gosh dang it. Then he was gripped by an otherworldly power and hurled against the palisade protected by pointed wooden beams. And even before he closed his eyes, he realized what his life was a pathless one incurred. He felt out the darkness with his still hurting hands. Did he just imagine that, or did this stench of death actually stem from his health, from himself? His hands came across something hard, cold, merciless stone. He slid the heavy coffin lid in his glum grave and sat up. His every muscle hurt, and his eyes felt like liquid fire, and he wondered why everything around him seemed to have lost its colors. He was situated in a cave. Dreary water was dripping down from the stone ceiling, second after second, as if it wanted to stretch the time eternally with its sound. He emerged from the coffin and searched for an exit, any indication of light, and finally detected a small breach in the cave ceiling from which a weak, sallow beam fell onto a little overgrown lake. Water. His whole body demanded water. Step by step he walked in the direction of the light, in the direction of the cold, promising refreshment, his eyes solely focusing straight ahead. He didn't perceive that he was sharing this place with others. Only with utmost effort he managed to heave his broken body to the underground lake and eventually got down on his knees wearily. Water, at last! He put both his hands in the form of a bowl without taking heed of the dried blood on the expensive Shadow Wolf gloves, which he stole from an unarmed merchant from Narum long ago. A dull joy ran through his body as the cool water flowed down his parched soul. He would rest maybe another 2 hours, and then he would wind up trying to find a way out of this cave. Certainly, he even smiled when thinking about his luck, which had to have protected him from the Keeper's magic. Merely few brigands could boast about withstanding a warrior of the Order without preparation like him. He would find him, that son of a Vatir, and then he would ram his sword into the Keeper's chest, just as that guy deserved. Yes, it would happen like that. Until he eventually noticed the fluid running down his throat. He detected a black figure which sat up behind him and whose shadow casted a distorted, terrifying silhouette. He grasped his throat. Water. The same cold water which he had just scooped from the lake ran out of his maw. In panic, he palpated his neck with his glove. Only now he noticed a stake which protruded from his throat and hampered his movement so much. His clothes were tattered, blood-smeared. He pulled the stake out, and the gush of blood mixed itself straight away with the grey, merciless lake water that refused to give his body refreshment. Only now he looked at his reflection in the water. His reflection! He had been a good-looking man with long hair and a full beard. But what he saw in the water wasn't more than a disfigured visage, without nose, blood-smeared, with festering wounds in the high forehead. No humanity at all. Full of fear, he turned around. This wasn't a simple cave. This was a tomb. His tomb. Quite a number of benches stalled straight in the cavern. Some sitting silently on their coffins. Some beating on the big steel door of the masked door, corroded by madness. Then he realized that he had died that day. But he was a criminal. He was pathless. And he was denied his last journey. He was entombed, only to revive as a living corpse, his soul and body slowly decaying, searching for the peace that he had refused for himself in life. Well, that's grim as hell, isn't it? Is there a way out of here? Yes, but only the way I came in by. Alright, Jaspar. Let's, I vented my anger. I still think your holy order is full of it. But we can keep going now.
Huh? Still alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
It's not a waste. See, I got this fancy new torch for us. Because it's dark and it's night, and I want to be seen by the brigands, so I can kill them too. in the mine. Clearwater Cave. Gaspar will wait for me because he's a freaking coward who doesn't know fun when he sees it. Alright, my enchantment will go dead. And I don't have the steel sword, because of course I left it behind. Illustrious Searcher. The Nimbus of the Mysterious Nomad. Didn't I already pick one of those up? And I left my pickaxe behind. Of course I did. Is that ambrosia? What was it I just picked up? Ambrosia! Ambrosia! Yes! Beautiful ambrosia. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? It'll be worth something to sell, at least. Yep, he saw me. Ah, there you are. Oh crap. Gaspar, thank you! Meat shield for me! Jerk. Oh wow, that 30% really does make a difference. this place go? I suppose it is a mine, so it's to be expected, but still. Summon battle axe. Sure, why not? We got some spiders, don't we? Which I'm stuck in. Tarhuti's elixir. Oh, hi. Oh gosh, you're the person. You're actually here, aren't you? I didn't realize this was where she was telling me to come. So wait, you're real? I'll give the nutbag her thing back. Ah, gosh dang it! You're gonna make me. Tell you what, we'll keep it for now, and then we'll bring it back. All right. Holy crap. Ow. Okay, torch. Let's grab that torch out. Let's grab that health potion. Oh, a chest. Where does this come out, I wonder? Jaspar, you're coming with. Whose house is this, I wonder? Oh, you're a highwayman. Okay, of course you are.
Traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Scratch.
That's kind of sad. They took a nice old inn and almost burned it down. How many bandits are going to meet on this road, I wonder? Probably at least some, because we're getting close to a camp. Is that snow?
Hang on a second.
What's going on?
Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living.
See,
This
you
place
get
was once a
it!
trading post, in case you're wondering. But it's been deserted ever since the isolation.
What's the isolation?
Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eridan left Nerim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal.
What, that the
You
Lightborn
know,
might
open
die?
harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Kalain spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the South Coast, or this one.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us.
Alright, I don't mind exploring at all, I think you know that. Heavy armor, I won't use it. What's in the minor cabin, I wonder? Fighters, of course there are. I apologize to any arachnophobes who watch my video. But this is, you know, at least a hack of Skyrim, so... let's see... A lot of people know that there's trading. That's big. Oh. Apparently the pathless ones get resettled to Ark in the Undercity. I'm definitely going to have to read that on camera because that looks important. As does this book that I can't seem to pick up. Oh, and a magical symbol. Wonderful. Yeah, this, well, that's just ominous, isn't it? I was gonna say, this does not seem to be good for the country. Maybe it's just that I'm an outsider who doesn't understand the country, but cutting down trade, making so that, you know, they can't get around, binding everyone into a caste system. It seems like a bad idea is what I'm saying. Ow. Oh, sorry. What's the journal say? I refuse to say it. I categorically refuse. You utter gits. Why would you put that in your game? Why? So I'll be honest, this bridge looks dangerous. I guess not. I was thinking it was going to shatter under me or something. Let me guess, you're a highwayman.
Hey, you there? Yes, you. I'm over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Oliver, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
Feud between brothers started. Who are you?
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here.
I think you should know, but putting fires inside the tent is bad safety practice. Yeah, your brother sent me. He said he's freezing. It's your turn to take watch.
Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
He says you need to do some hunting. He said you're an idiot who does nothing else but get plastered. Until you sober up, he won't come.
What? I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Oh boy. You said move your fat butt.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
Rude. Look, you're 30 feet from each other. Can you just shout each other's insults?
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass. Give him a knuckle sandwich. Smack him in the gob. Spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean.
He's 50 feet away. Go!
Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
He's that way. Five cap says the guy with the sword wins. I'm stealing the fire.
Huh?
No, it's not worth it. Why does this road loop around so much? It's like the most circuitous path you could ever find. Oh, there's a little camp there. Oh, hi. A lost wild page. You know, this may seem like a silly question, but how did I punch out a ghost? How did that happen? How does that work? Ooh, nice bridge over there. Like I said, the most circuitous path. You could have just put the bridge at this level, and then you wouldn't need the silly wraparound. Is there anything up here, I wonder? It would appear not. We just need to head on this way. So the archers on that in that tower can rain down death and destruction on us.
Folks just never learn.
Don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. So that was actually a crash bad enough to tank the entire computer. I don't know how it did that. Let's find out just how badly we're screwed by the autosaves and quick saves and stuff like that. Not too bad, at least. Though it means we get to watch these two idiots again. Yay! And just out of curiosity, I'm going to do it the other way around. By, you know, beating the crap out of his brother. See if they actually give me anything out of it. You can stay right there, dang it. So I hope you don't mind if I...
Hey. Sober up? What, are you saying I'm drunk? And you're right, actually. But imagine...
Hey Olvar, let's I'm not gonna make you watch this again.
What? Or does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
What, I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it wasn't for him, where would we are?
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron. Oh yes, on my responsibility.
Yes, on your responsibility. I'm gonna go beat up your brother with a flaming sword. If you loved him, you'd stop me. Guess what? I set your brother on fire with a sword.
Good, that will teach him a lesson. Here, take this for your help. Now get lost, or I need to take a nap.
Roasted rabbit's foot and leather. Certainly a good use of my
Leave
time.
me alone. I need a break.
Come, Jespar, we've got a nonsensically designed path to operate.